Hi there, my name is Alexis Long, and I'm the Director of Wealth Management here at Willis Johnson and Associates. And our conversation today is for those high income earning employees at Chevron. If you're making over $330,000, this conversation is for you. Want to make sure that you are fully maxing out your 401k and not making this major mistake that we often see high income earners make. So many people tend to know what the contribution limits are on 401k plan. It's widely published. It's pretty well known. If you're under the age of 50, you can contribute up to $22,500 in pre-tax or Roth contributions this year. If you're over 50, you can contribute up to $30,000 between pre-tax and Roth contributions in the Chevron ESIP, and this really applies for all 401k plans. There is also an additional limit on 401k plans. It's an overarching contribution limit for all sources, so including employee and employer. That limit for those under 50 is $66,000. If you're over 50, it's $73,500. But there's also a third limit on 401k plans that many people don't know, and that is income limitation. So if you are a high income earner, keep this in mind. If you make over $330,000 in cash compensation in 2023, after you make $330,000, you will be cut off from making any contributions to the 401k plan, as will your employer. So really important to keep this in mind, and that's the limit for 2023. Those limits do adjust frequently and typically annually based on inflation. So the number does change every year. So we see this a lot with our high income earning Chevron clients. I have an example here of a 57-year-old Chevron employee who is highly compensated. She makes about $600,000 this year, but she wants to max out her 401k plan. She wants to max out the pre-tax contributions so she can limit her taxable income this year. So Lucy, very smartly, runs her projections at the beginning of the year as to how much she needs to contribute and what percentage she needs to set her contributions at. She knows she wants to put $30,000 into the 401k pre-tax. She makes $600,000, so she sets her contribution percentage at 5%, 2% to the basic, 3% to the supplemental pre-tax sources. So she should click right along, right, through the calendar year, 5% per paycheck should get her to $30,000, right, out of $600,000. Wrong. So what's actually happening, I mentioned this, the $330,000 income limit is kicking in. And you can only contribute from that first $330,000 of income. So what's actually happening is she's contributing 5%, and that's what she set her percentages at, of $330,000. So that is calculating out to $16,500 this year in pre-tax contributions. So she is missing out on pre-tax contributions. That is huge, especially for somebody that's a high income earner that's already in a high tax bracket. It's about half of what she had planned to do. So here's the right way to think about it. If you are earning over that income limitation, then you should factor that into the calculation. So $30,000 of pre-tax contributions divided by $330,000 means you should be setting your contributions at 9 to 10% to ensure that you max out this calendar year. If you aren't sure if you're on track or you want to see if you maxed out in previous years, the best way to do this is to log into your net benefits, go to your 401k page and pull the statements, either year to date to see if you're on track, or you can pull previous year's statements to see how much you might have missed out on, and then reset your contributions. This is the same example of Lucy. She thought she was doing a great job maxing out. She put 2% into basic. She put that additional 3% into pre-tax supplemental, but she did not meet the obligation of $30,000 on pre-tax contributions. She missed out on $13,500 of pre-tax contributions. You'll also notice that Chevron fulfilled their company match, the 8% of $330,000, which is the max they can put in, $26,400. So Chevron hit their contribution limit, but Lucy missed out on hers. So keep this in mind as you are setting your contribution limits at the beginning of the year. or take a look and make sure you're on track for this year since we're a little over halfway through the year. So if you like the content that I presented today, click on the link below to access our free on-demand webinar to learn how Chevron professionals can maximize their contributions in 2023. Also, don't forget to follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, or scan the QR code to connect directly with me on LinkedIn. Thank you for watching, and until next time.